Hello, I'm Matt and welcome to Badger Workshop. BriMarc Tools Machinery contacted me. They asked if I'd be interested in trying out this Arbortech ball gouge. So obviously I said yes. It fits on just a standard angle grinder. All the flanges and washers need to be removed from the angle grinder, then it can be screwed down onto the shaft and tightened up. I thought I'd start off with something pretty simple and pretty obvious. So I'm going to make a spoon out of a bit of softwood. First I roughly sketch out the shape I want, and then we can give this gouge a try. It cuts differently the different angles you have it at. If you have it up at 90 degrees, it doesn't take much material off, as if you tilt it over to the side like this, you start removing a lot of material. I thought it might take me a few goes to get any good at this, but it's amazingly easy to use. It cut this out for the spoon in no time at all, and it left a really smooth, shiny surface. I take it over to the bandsaw, and then I can cut along my line to get the basic shape of a spoon. I'm making my spoon with a really long handle, because it seems to be hard to buy these in the supermarket, but softwood is not really the ideal material to use. The handle's a bit thick, so I try and remove as much waste on the bandsaw as I can. I use a spoke shave to refine the shape of the handle, and then I just use a craft knife to do the final shaping. I'm not planning to sand this at all, because I want that kind of rustic hand carved look. I'm not sure this spoon will ever get used in the kitchen, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use some food safe mineral oil to finish it. And that's it really all done. Pretty pleased with that as a first project using this ball gouge. It was much easier to use than I thought, and the finish quality was very good. No sanding inside the spoon needed at all, so I think it's time to try something a little more ambitious. This log was destined for the fire. It was cut down a few years ago, so it's nice and seasoned, so I'm just going to cut down a nice big chunk. I'm then going to rip it in half, and as you can see it had a crack in it anyway. Unfortunately I don't have a draw knife, so I use the axe to remove most of the bark. And then to clean up that side that got cut in the bandsaw, I give it a few passes over the planer. This time I've got an idea of trying to carve out an oval shape. So on each side I draw in a line an equal distance, and then I kind of try to join up the dots drawing an oval. I clamp it in my bench vise to make sure it's nice and stable, and then I can start carving. Moving the ball gouge in a circular motion seems to work really well. And to start with, I'm being quite aggressive, removing lots of material. But what's really nice is just by changing the angle you're holding it at, you can adjust how much material you're taking. I wouldn't have imagined something spinning in an angle grinder could have some finesse, but it really does. I've got the shape I want, but I just check for high spots and then I can knock them back. And that's almost the shape I was looking for. And again, it's left a really quite nice smooth finish. This is a really good fun tool to use, but it does make a little bit of a mess, all over my bench and all over myself. I quickly give the outside of the log a sand, but the inside carved bit really doesn't need it. And then I can go on to the finishing process that I'm really enjoying at the moment, and that is burning everything. I think it's going to look great on this, because you can really see the rings on the inside, so the contrast of the black outside and the texture of the wood inside I think is going to look great. But also, the carving's fun, so I might as well do a fun finishing process as well. As I'd had the mineral oil out for the spoon, I used it also to coat the log. It really highlights all the growth rings where I've carved down. So that's my first two projects using the Arbortech ball gouge done. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I'll put a link to where you can get it down below. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.